When it was last there, Ben Hogan established a record for the Open. Players will this time have to adjust to a course that few of them have experienced. It will be the first time in 75 years that the United States Open is held in the shadow of Hollywood when it arrives at the Los Angeles Country Club on Thursday. In 1948, when the event last visited Los Angeles, it was a memorable experience. Tiger Woods beat Ben Hogan's U.S. Open score record in 2000 after Tiger Hogan's victory at the Riviera Country Club. The U.S. Open hasn't taken place in Los Angeles since 1948, however the state of California has frequently hosted the competition. Woods beat Hogan's score record in proportion to par at Pebble Beach Golf Links in Northern California, which is now a regular stop for the U.S. Open. Torrey Pines near San Diego will host in 2021. 5 U.S. Opens have been hosted at San Francisco's Olympic Club. But the United States Golf Association has long had the private and prestigious Los Angeles Country Club, or LACC as it is more widely known, on its short list of locations it wants to hold a U.S. Open. It is a classic design by George C. Thomas Jr., a member of a notable group of architects in the early 20th century. Its terrain is difficult and uneven. It also has views of the Los Angeles skyline from its Beverly Hills location. The club's leadership had been reluctant to host a championship until 10 years ago. But in 2017, the club hosted the Walker Cup, a twice-yearly competition pairing the best amateur athletes from the United States against those from Great Britain and Ireland. As a result, the membership's opinion on opening up the club's private course was altered. Without that victorious Walker Cup, according to John Bodenhammer, Chief Championship Officer of the USGA, this year's U.S. Open would not have taken place. The association agreed to Richard Shortz's request to host the Walker Cup in 2010, when the course was being renovated by Gil Hansa, Jim Wagner, and Jeff Shackelford. The New York Times crossword creator Will Shortz's older brother Shortz inquired about holding a U.S. Open because the participants in that competition praised the layout of the course. From the perspective of, how do we do this in the middle of Los Angeles, it wasn't simple. Said Bodenhammer. Where are the players going to live? How should the traffic be managed? How can a city within a city be created? But the event moved along due to the high level of interest in the route. It resembles allowing the public into one of the Beverly Hills estates near the club in many respects. Many have attempted to sneak a peek from the road, but very few have ever entered. Bodenhammer, the USGA Championships officer, claimed, "I participated in the Pacific Coast Amateur when it was at LACC in the 80s. I distinctly recall walking in the door and thinking, this is weird, when I saw this apartment right in the center of Beverly Hills. All the homes of celebrities are in holes. But as I started playing, I realized how unlike anything I had ever seen it was." The golfers that have played it before this year are Colin Morikawa and Scottie Scheffler, who did so during the Walker Cup and earned a spot in the U.S. Open, as well as Max Homa and Jon Rahm, who did so during the 2013 Pac-12 competition. Matthew Fitzpatrick, who won the 2022 U.S. Open at the Country Club in Brookline, Massachusetts, after winning the 2013 U.S. Amateur Championship on the same course, benefited from similar event experience the previous year. Shackelford is both anxious and eager to see how LACC performs against the finest players in the world because few pros have played it under tournament conditions. Shackelford, who worked on the course restoration in 2010 and is the author of Golf Architecture for Normal People and the biography The Captain, George C. Thomas Jr. and his golf architecture, expressed concern about how players would respond to what he considered a nuanced, challenging course. He said, "I'm worried about what people could say. I hope they enjoy the course. They should enjoy it, I hope. It will take some time to become familiar with some aspects of this course. Those who do learn it will have a successful week. People who refuse won't." On where to place the pins on the greens and the markers on the tees, he has been working with the Golf Association, but he also understands that this is a major event. They really haven't had a good test run, he remarked. The Walker Cup is a fantastic competition, but it's not the same. Simply said, they've never dealt with both the quantity and quality of players. Despite some difficult circumstances, such more rain than usual, in the days preceding up to the competition, Bodenhammer stated the Golf Association was confident in the course's breakout performance. "Who knows," he responded, "we've studied all the wind and weather patterns." Attending a workshop that so few people are aware of also brings with it a sense of liberation and exhilaration. "I'm excited about the mystery and the allure of what LACC means for caddies, fans, and viewers," he declared. "When the TV is on, people will say, 'Wow, that's a lot different for a US Open.'" He continued, "LACC is this wonderful pastoral sanctuary in this urban setting. It's so gnarly natural." A player who is familiar with the course is optimistic that both the players and the course will hold up. Longtime club member and 2017 Walker Cup team member Stuart Hagestad downplayed the significance of local expertise. "I wanted to be this big brother player when I was chosen for the Walker Cup team," he admitted. "The truth is that these are the finest players in the world, and because of their extremely high golf intelligence, it doesn't take many visits around the facility to comprehend that. The key is in the execution." Hagestad, who twice won the U.S. Mid-Amateur Championship and came close to earning a spot in this U.S. Open, made one forecast that goes against the Open's guiding principles. "LACC will have a score lower to par than a lot of people are expecting," he said. "Weather is what determines major championships." In Massachusetts, on Saturday of last year, it was cold and windy at the country club. The current low and high temperatures in Los Angeles range from 56 to 59 degrees and 68 to 73 degrees, respectively. There will be a 6-mile-per-hour wind with 8-mile-per-hour gusts. Hagestad did issue a caution, though, saying that if the greens begin to glow pink or purple, it's not Hollywood makeup because the bent grass surface has been accelerated beyond what players can comprehend.